Got a lot of questions like this one about my experience with being a romantic. And happy to share. Here's my analogy. Let's say you've never actually been on a bus. You've just been in cars, on bikes, planes, trains, but never on a bus. Your friends have been on buses. You've watched movies that have buses. You've heard songs about buses. You've sang songs about buses. You see buses around you, but you've never actually been on a bus. And you also don't want to. So that's, for me, how I kind of describe my relationship with romance. I've never experienced like a crush. So, during my adolescent years, all my friends were having crushes, they were getting into relationships or their first teenage relationships or whatever. And I mostly was just confused as to why? It just seemed like a lot of trouble. Like, I felt physical attraction, but at the same time I was like, that just seems like a lot of work and effort. And I think it didn't make sense to me. Disney movies. Most Disney cartoon movies that I grew up watching, I would find incredibly boring after about the first third, because a lot of them were entirely driven by a romance plot that, the main character is doing something because they're in love with XYZ. And I would just be like, okay, I just don't understand it. A lot of music that's around love, etc., straight over the top of my head. I'm also making pancakes, so if you want to see that. Protein pancakes with oatmeal and stuff. Let's see how it turns out. Anyways, what else? I never find myself having a desire to find the one or have someone who I will live with and grow old other than my friends. I very much, my perfect life situation would be living with close friends and around close friends. And I'd be more than happy to be an uncle in the basement. I thought I was having a crush once, and then the person who I thought I was having a crush on told me they were in a relationship and it didn't bother me. And I was like, yeah, that's definitely nothing like what my friends go through. It's just sort of not a part of me. Oh, and the other thing I've started doing is whenever I'm watching shows, I now forward through the entire romantic plot lines because I just find them so boring. I did this once with a friend and I forgot he was there and I just was like, tick, 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 and he's like, dude, what? Dude, stop. I'm just like, oh no, he'll find this interesting. And yeah, I skipped the entire romantic plot lines of anything I'm watching now. And at the same time, a lot of my friends, close friends, like to talk to me about their romantic relationships, and I'm honored. I am a very affectionate human being. I really, really love my friends and loved ones and family, and my friends have described me as being the most obviously romantic person they know, because I will buy flowers for my friends happily. I buy them gifts and things, and I don't know if that's helpful, but there you go.